Morgan.
Is there a way I can put the Zoom? Shoot. Why did that not work?
9.5. Thank you.
Morgan, you cut out. Did you say something?
Yeah, is there a way I can put your Zoom link in the corner of like the vMix screen?
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Eddie.
All right, I'm switching this board back. Steve and Eddie live in like 120. He's finally awake. He's finally up and at 'em. Let's check in with producer Eddie right now. Eddie, how are you, buddy?
Bones, I'm great. I'm ready for day 2.
Yesterday, Eddie arrived in West Virginia as he's walking from West Virginia to Tennessee, just like the George Strait song says. From West Virginia down to Tennessee. And I was watching, you had to start yesterday so we could make sure to get this done this week. And where did you start? Like, what was the plan? You drove where?
I don't know. It was in the middle of the mountains, Bones, and it was just, all we saw was a sign that said, leaving West Virginia, whatever county it was, and then going into Virginia. And that's where I started. It was literally 1 foot in, and I was starting my walk.
I saw that
there was no.
Yeah, I saw it was completely dark last night whenever you finished.
Yeah, so Scuba had gotten to where I was in East Tennessee. He got there a little late. And so we were already starting late, and I was worried. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are we going to do? I called you and told you, dude, I probably only have like 7 hours on it, because we had done the math, and it was going to take about 6 to 7 hours to get here. And if we had gotten here late, I would have had to start late today, and that would have made today. So to give you an idea, today is a 23-mile walk.
Wow.
So if I would have been late, it would have been ridiculous, and I don't know if I would have been able to do it.
Okay, I don't know what you just said. You said a lot of stuff there. I didn't quite keep up with it. However, today you have a 23-mile walk.
23-mile walk to my next stop.
What time did you finish last night?
We finished about 11:30 p.m.
Wow.
Our time.
And what town are you in now? Because I'm looking at you on camera, and I see a bunch of 18-wheelers around you, cars around you. So you're somewhere.
I'm in Claypool Hill, Virginia.
Are you making your route known to folks so they could walk along, honk for you?
I mean, I think there's really no other way to get to Bristol from where I'm going. So from Claypool Hill to Bristol, I think people can figure out where I'm at.
23 miles today. How many did you walk yesterday?
I walked 16.
Are your feet okay?
Yeah, man. Steve was just like, hey, let's get a bucket of ice and dip your feet when we get there. Because realistically, when I got back, I mean, I was hurting. My feet were hurting. My legs were kind of cramping up a little bit. I did an ice bath on my feet, soaked them for a little bit, and I woke up today feeling great.
Are you already on the move? Like, it looks like you're bouncing around right now, but are you walking yet?
So I'm not walking yet. I'm at my starting point, and Scuba needs to get some gas, so we wanted to call you before we even did all that.
Okay, well, get gas. Hey, Scuba, unmute yours for a second. Because you're driving in the car behind Eddie, and you're going about 1 mile an hour, it seems. That's got to be just extremely frustrating.
Yeah, it is kind of frustrating, but the car that I'm driving, the Hyundai Tucson, is pretty nice. It has that cruise control where I can cruise around 1 to 2 miles an hour and make sure I'm a safe distance from Eddie.
All right, we'll check in with you guys a little later.
All right, man.
All right.
Did you catch that early stuff he was saying about being late?
No, I didn't. But I think Eddie's positive attitude is in our favor because stuff like this, a lot of it is mental. And I feel like he's going to have a good attitude throughout, so that's going to help keep him going.
I think Eddie gets a little less positive as this goes along.
Okay, well,
that's going to be my prediction.
I do think that, it's mind over matter. So
He'll do it.
yeah. And I was watching a recap video that he put up on his Instagram, and he saw a bear.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll check in with you in a little bit.
Okay.
We'll check it.
It's a baby bear.
He actually recorded the bear running across the road as he's walking through the woods.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't know
Yeah.
that it was a baby. I think it was a
Well, whatever.
medium-sized black bear that crossed right in front of him.
Okay. I was nervous if it was a cub, if the mom was nearby. But, I mean, yeah, I didn't think he was. People said he would encounter bears, and he literally encountered a bear.
We will come back and talk to him in a second. Whiskey Glasses on now, Bobby Bone Show. If you guys want to hit us up, you can. 877-77-Bobby. That's the phone number. 877-77-Bobby. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Bobby won't show.
On the phone right now is Lily, who is in Georgia. Lily, what's going on?
Hi, I've been out of town, so I haven't been able to listen. I was just wondering what the walk Eddie was doing was for.
Well, so a long time ago, like 4 or 5 months ago, we were talking about George Strait's song, Carrying Your Love With Me, and Eddie pops off and goes, well, that ain't very far. If you're going to carry your love, carry it farther than West Virginia to Tennessee. And it was just a little bit. He said it, a little controversial at the time. So I say, okay, then, wise guy, why don't you walk from West Virginia to Tennessee? And he didn't take the challenge straight up. He said, I'll do it for money, and we'll donate that money to National Angels, which is an organization that works with foster kids, because Eddie is a foster parent of 2 kids. And so I said to the listeners, if we can raise $10,000, Eddie will walk from West Virginia to Tennessee. Except we raised $60,000.
Over.
Yeah, and still slowly climbing. So Eddie now has to live up to his word and walk from West Virginia to Tennessee. And so that's where we are now. Eddie is on day 2 of the walk. Day 1 was yesterday, which was Sunday. And then day 2, today's his biggest day, which is 27 miles, 23 miles, what did he say?
23.
23 miles. And so he's got to do that today. So that's the whole story, Lily. How do you feel about that?
Well, that's awesome. It's for an awesome cause, but it'll probably teach him to watch what he says.
It won't. I'll tell you, it will not. No one on this show has ever learned to watch what you say. So, but hey, thank you, Lily, and we will talk to you soon, okay? Hopefully. Call us back sometime.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Eddie's outside of a McDonald's right now.
Oh, is he getting food?
He's literally standing outside of a McDonald's. Eddie, can you hear me right now? I guess I don't have him. Well, I'm watching him on camera, and he is outside of a McDonald's and a Fast Mart. Laurie in Virginia, you're on.
There we go.
Oh, there he is. Eddie.
What up, Bones?
What'd you have for breakfast? I saw you outside of McDonald's, but I also saw you eating Frosted Flakes. It doesn't look like you're really nourishing your body right now.
No, I had the old continental breakfast from the Holiday Inn.
Hey, listen, there is no better sausage biscuit than a McDonald's sausage biscuit.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
I saw you sitting in the front seat of a car with that plastic bucket of Frosted Flakes going hard.
Yeah. I got a little turkey sausage, and I got some scrambled eggs with a biscuit, and then top it off with some Frosted Flakes. Why not?
All right, we'll check back in a minute. We'll go over the hobby hat in a second. We'll all check in and see how we did, including Eddie, with our hobbies we drew from the other folks. Laurie in Virginia, you're on the show. Laurie, how are you?
Hey, we are great. We're so excited that Eddie is in our neck of the woods. I'm the director of the Tazewell County Chamber of Commerce, listening to you on 107.7 Kick Country. So we are so excited that he is in our neck of the woods. So welcome to Tazewell County.
Eddie's giving you a thumbs up right now.
Awesome.
You can't hear him, but he says thank you for the call, and he's going to continue walking. All right, hey, thank you for the call. Thanks for being so nice to our friend Eddie. Protect him. Yesterday, I almost got eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
We'll tell you that story next, too. Okay, we'll come back right after this. On the phone is Laura in Kansas. Laura, how are you?
I'm good. Good morning, studio.
Morning.
I just want to know if George Strait has ever responded to this walk.
Not that we know of, and not yet. I also think he probably hasn't heard about it because we've not made an attempt to reach out.
Oh, I tagged him on Instagram, but he probably doesn't run that. So.
Yeah, he probably doesn't run his own page.
No.
So as of right now, no. I would think if Eddie finishes this walk from West Virginia to Tennessee, odds are that we hear from George Strait's about 1 in 4.
Yeah.
If he finishes, I don't think it's 50-50, but I think there's an outside shot. Someone can get to him, tell him. I don't think he would care except for the money that was raised for charity.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think there's a shot that we would hear from George Strait, a shot, once Eddie finishes his walk, West Virginia to Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I also think that he might think it's ridiculous that someone was challenging his lyrics and then actually like carried the love. And yes, the money part too, but that's what I wonder. If I was an artist and someone's actually like doing my song, like physically doing something in my song, I would think that was cool regardless of money.
We will hopefully talk to George Strait end of the week.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. 1 in 4, though, is what I put the odds, Laura. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. A hobby hat update coming up in just a second. But, Eddie, I do want to talk to you about the bear that you saw yesterday because I was watching your Instagram story, and you literally were able to not shoot with a gun, like with your phone, record a bear crossing the street in front of you. Where were you when that happened?
Yeah, that was probably about an hour into the walk, and man, it was up ahead on the road, and it was just standing on the road, so it gave me time to get my phone, and I got it quickly and shot it, and as soon as I got my phone out, he started going back into the woods. But I heard Amy saying that was a baby bear. Amy, that was no baby bear.
Yeah, it was no baby bear.
Sorry, I was looking at it on my little phone. I don't know. It looks small, but still, how cool.
Yeah, I would be worried
Amazing.
the rest of the walking that one is going to come. Like, once I saw that, my head would be on a swivel looking for bears the whole time.
For sure. Anything I heard in the woods, I got my hand on my knife because I did take a knife with me just in case.
A knife? Okay, I mean, I guess it's good to have a knife, but what about, did you get any bear spray?
No,
Oh.
just my knife.
Do you expect? Well, you would lose a hand-to-hand fight with a bear. I don't care how many knives you have.
I know.
Did you take a gun with you at all?
Don't worry, Bones. I'm protected.
Okay.
I'll say that much.
Listen, he's got to walk through some pretty naturey areas
Mm-hmm.
and some extremely rural areas where different kinds of animals could come after him. You never know.
Yeah, or how does he ever know if he's trespassing on somebody's land?
But you don't shoot them; they shoot you.
Why not? Okay, but he might need to
Yeah,
protect
Eddie,
himself.
if you trespass, shoot up and be like, "You don't belong here," and then be like,
Hey, if the county road is considered trespassing, then I'm in trouble.
Eddie's walking West Virginia to Tennessee right now. Do you think George Strait will reach out, Eddie, if you complete your task?
You know what, man? I just feel like after, like somewhere in the middle of the walk today, I'm going to feel a little fatigued. And I would get a little energized if George Strait called me and said, hey, man, you can do it.
Why do you want him to call you? We won't be able to hear that as a show.
Well, forget you guys. I want George to talk to me.
Well, he can call us, and when George calls, so we can get Eddie on the line.
Eddie wants him to do it at like noon today. We're not even on the air.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie, you haven't started yet, huh?
No, we just tapped up the gas tank, and we got a bag of ice, and we're ready to head to the starting point again.
So Scuba Steve is following him in a car. They slept in the hotel. They didn't finish till late last night. And this is day 2. Eddie has 23 miles to walk today. Okay, how long until you start your walk?
I would say about 10 minutes.
Okay, well, let's do a segment then. Let's do the hobby hat. Let's do an update, just a quick update around the room. We all drew someone else's hobby, and I'll go first. I had to watch Teen Mom because it was Lunchboxes. And I watched the first episode. I told you I finished that. And I was like, okay, I'll start. I watched about half the second one, and then I was just on my computer. It feels creepy for me to watch these young teen couples. Although one was 19 or 20, maybe 20. But it just felt like I shouldn't be watching Teen Mom.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an adult man, and I'm watching something that probably an adult man in his 40s shouldn't be enjoying.
So you were tempted to like it, but you thought,
no, I really wasn't.
You didn't give yourself a chance. You got distracted by looking at things on your computer. If you would have just put your hands in your pockets and that way you're not typing on the keyboard and you would have paid attention to the show, you would have liked it. It's sort of like in class when you get distracted because the teacher's talking because there's other things. You got to give yourself a chance. Take away the distractions.
I watched at least an episode and a half, no distractions. And also, if I'm watching Teen Mom and I put my hands in my pockets, Caitlin's going to wonder, what are you doing over there? So I'm probably not going to do that. It's not for me. I gave it a shot. I watched 2 episodes, which was more than that was in the bargain. But I watched 2 episodes. Not for me. Just felt creepy. Amy?
Well, I don't think I would have really known that. Well, I mean, I guess I know it is hurricane season, but Atlantic hurricane season, it starts in June and it ends in November.
Amy had weather. She's supposed to watch weather because that's what Raymundo does.
Ray watches the Weather Channel for fun, and I thought I would just give everyone a little summer recap of what to expect. And just heads up, this summer is going to be hotter than usual, and that will lead to September and October also being warmer come fall.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the weather?
No.
Okay.
It's not my thing. I mean, there's some interesting weather videos on YouTube of like extreme events that are kind of where nobody got hurt, but that's about it for me.
Morgan, I see you brought something in with you.
Oh, yeah. I have show and tell happening. I finished my diamond
Wow,
art.
you did it.
Oh, that looks
It
terrible.
took me
Eddie's hobby is
hours.
diamond art, where she takes these little bitty beads and makes art. And Morgan what is that? Some sort of like
It's an elephant. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I did not spend 20 minutes a day on this. This took me like 15 hours this past week. And I will never do this again unless I have time on my hands to sit and do it. It was enjoyable, but I will never do it again.
Eddie, and you think this is relaxing, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's the best. You sit outside with a cup of coffee doing that stuff. It's amazing.
But she did a great job. I know you can't see it, but she did a fantastic job.
Okay.
Maybe you frame it and give it to him for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the gift.
That's the gift.
Yeah.
I'll sign it. My little artwork.
Raymundo, what was yours?
Yeah, I was boxing with Morgan number 2, and I went to title, and I did that class for 50 minutes. I threw way too many punches. I busted up my knuckles. You can maybe see it in the video screen. What do you want me to do, go slap the bag the rest of the week? I couldn't do it anymore.
I don't think it's you threw too many punches. I think it's you threw too many wrong form punches.
That's really what it was, honestly. Yeah. And I don't know if I was those gloves might have been just beginner gloves, and I was maybe throwing too hard of punches. I don't know if there was padding in those gloves. Like, come look at my knuckle, bro.
Throwing too hard of punches.
Lunchbox?
I had bird watching from Amy, and let me tell you, you see the same birds every day. Like, I mean, the same couple of cardinals would come to my backyard, and so I don't really understand. They just use you for the food because once the food's there, they're gone. Like, the food's gone, they're gone.
Isn't that kids, though, too?
They don't hang around.
Kids, friends.
Yeah, but the longer he does this, the more word will spread and different types of birds will arrive. I was going through my chart, and I know that I've spotted 16 different types of birds in my backyard.
Wow.
Which is a lot.
Hey, word will spread.
Yeah, they talk.
Word of mouth.
Okay, yeah.
Finally, Eddie, you had to listen to the Razorback Daily podcast, which you drew mine.
Yeah. I'm a fan, man. I love it. I'm telling you, there is something so special about the Arkansas fan base. And these guys, they talk all about sports, but they're so positive. They just had a terrible baseball season, but they're so positive. Now they're on to football. They're talking about track and field. They're talking about Olympic trials, and it's great, man. And to know that Quinn Grovey, I guess he was a big quarterback back in the day, huh?
Yep.
So, like, to know that he's still talking Razorback football, he's a lifer, it's pretty cool, man.
All right, we all did it. We've all experienced other hobbies. It sounds like Eddie's the only one that wants to keep on. The rest of us.
Will he?
No, he probably won't. All right, Eddie's going to start us walking in a few minutes. Eddie, we'll come back to you, okay?
All right, man.
Eddie's walking West Virginia to Tennessee. He's got 23 miles today. What's happening, friends? Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for calling. You can hit us up if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number, 877-77-BOBBY. On now is Jackie. Good morning, Jackie. Thanks for calling the show. What's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Last night I watched Breaking Bobby Bones for the first time, and you are awesome. Like, that is so cool to help people out when they're in need.
Oh, thank you very much. I worked on a towboat, and then I drove an 18-wheeler and was equally bad at both. But yeah, there were quite moving stories. Like the whole show is about the people I'm with more than any task or job. It's always about, adversity when it hits people and how they react. And yeah, it's a little dopey when I'm trying to do their things. But, it's very much like a people show and highlighting fantastic stories from people who have really climbed themselves out of situations. But I appreciate that, Jackie. Which one did you like the best?
I really liked the towboat.
Yeah. It was dangerous. They pulled me off that thing a couple times. You see that where he's like, get out the way, you're going to lose your foot.
I did.
Well, thank you for the call. That's very nice of you, and I appreciate you telling me you watched it.
Thanks. I also want to thank you I drive from Bon Aqua to Nashville every day and listen to Bobby Bones the whole way there. That makes my morning.
Well, thank you. I'll tell him. I'm just kidding. I am him. I am him. I am him. Well, thank you, Jackie. Have a wonderful morning and a great week.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye.
And if you guys want to watch, you can watch it on the Nat Geo app, or you can get it on Amazon. You can buy episodes there. So thank you very much for all the calls. Let's go over and do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
A recent poll found that 1 in 5 Americans have seen a UFO before. So maybe a few people out there don't think this lady is absolutely nuts. A woman named Abby claims that aliens abducted her from her bedroom a few weeks ago, and now she's in love with one of them.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, see, this is where she loses me with her credibility.
Well, she loses me at the beginning where aliens took her up. I don't believe that. You really gonna... Which part? The love part?
Yes, that's where she...
That's where she lost you?
No, I mean, she lost you with the taking her up, but still, you hear of that happening, and there is that Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix.
I know, I hear you, but even then, I think they're... I'm not saying that they're... I mean, that's tough for me to believe.
Listen, maybe it's the book I'm reading right now, but it's got me interested in aliens.
She claims... Oh, I am too. I'm completely in.
Oh, I'm not completely in, but go ahead. She's in love.
She claims she heard a voice in a dream tell her to wait by the window.
Okay.
So she sat there the next night until a flying saucer swung by, picked her up with its tractor beam, and brought her on board.
Mm-hmm.
And there were 5 aliens on it, but she only connected with one of them. The alien said he'd take her home if she gave consent, so he was a gentleman about it.
Cool.
And she wasn't ready to leave Earth yet, so they brought her home 20 minutes later, but now she regrets it. And so she says she's got an overnight bag ready and keeps waiting for him to come back.
Okay.
How do we know aliens would be him or her?
Right. They may not be. They don't have would they?
They don't have to have wieners and vaginas.
So I'm telling you, you've got to read Project Hail Mary. And
I don't have to, but.
Well, no, you should. It's really good.
I know. I'm saying I'm very interested in what's happening, right? Bigger than us. But I just struggle with someone saying they were picked up by a flying saucer because we only think flying saucer because it's like movies from the 60s.
But also because of accounts that people have given.
Not recently. They're always like little like triangles.
Okay.
Anything we see now is not flying saucer.
Okay.
I think let's check her. Let's do a blood test on her.
All right. What are you testing her blood for?
A lot of substances.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
She tried to change her nose and then she almost lost her nose. Here's the story. A woman narrowly avoided losing her nose and mouth after contracting a flesh-killing disease from a botched filler operation on her face. She has since put out a PSA warning others to steer clear of the dangerous beautification procedure.
Oh my gosh.
Quote, it felt like I was living through a nightmare. She got some filler put into her nose, and then all of a sudden it started to hurt real bad. She said she hated the shape of her nose, so they put it in there. And she said, well, they didn't really tell me the potential dangers. And then she went home that evening, felt pain and pressure, checked her face, and it was cold, like ice to touch. And then she called the surgeon, and they're like, I don't know. But it turns out now it's a flesh-eating bug inside of it.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I didn't know people put filler in their noses. Second of all,
it looks awful. I'm looking at a picture right now. It looks awful. I don't want to see that. I got to take it off the screen. Oh. It looks like someone dropped acid on her nose. and all burnt up.
Oh, was it like a back alley plastic surgeon or?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just one of these
Mhm.
surgeons that do work to your face. Scroll up again, Mike. Let me see it again. Oh, I don't want to see it again. A woman receives hundreds of Amazon packages that she never ordered. Her name is Jillian. She had been having an Amazon issue. She was like, I don't know what's happening here. I got 12 packages the next day, 14 packages the next day, 17 packages. Over 100 packages came. And she was like, these are not for me. There was no return address on them. She opened them up. It was all kinds of stuff. But they were like, yeah, we don't know. Just keep them.
Really?
Yeah. She
Wow.
finally got off the list. And at one point, she thought her partner was ordering these packages.
Yeah.
But they're like, nope. They said, I'm not doing it. So anyway,
Well, I mean, it's either annoying or awesome depending on what's inside.
her house with all these Amazon packages looks like our house with all of our wedding registry packages,
Oh,
which we're not opening yet.
which is a good feeling.
We are going to open them. And as we open them one by one, we're going to write a thank you card as we open that one.
So you're thank you carding it as you go.
As we go.
Okay, that's smart.
Because I don't want to open them all and then be 1,000 thank you cards away and feel like I should never get started because I'm never going to get it done.
Yeah, because it can get overwhelming.
And also, I don't want to have a bunch of empty boxes that we're never going to get rid of. Because if you have 20 boxes, you're like, how do we get rid of them? We'll just throw them in the garage. One box at a time, you break it down, put it in recycling, away it goes.
So this is going to be a whole event.
By 2024, we'll have all this stuff done with all the thank you cards written.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing there. All right, that's the news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Let's go over to Eddie for 1 second. Eddie is walking from West Virginia to Tennessee. It sounds like he's on the move. Eddie, is that true?
I'm on the move. I'm about a mile in right now.
So 22 miles left today.
Yeah, something like that.
How are your feet from yesterday?
So I remember I said they really didn't hurt and they felt good because I iced them. As soon as I started walking, it started to hurt a little bit.
Ooh. Like
Is that a truck
hit by a
close to you?
semi.
race
Hello?
car track or
So I'm walking on the highway now. So I mean it's pretty heavy traffic.
Is
But-
anybody honking at you?
Yes, so that's cool. A guy named Tony just stopped. He's a listener. He wanted me to tell you guys hi, and he said you can do this. So I got chills when he told me that.
And where are you? Again, what's the name of the town?
I'm just outside of Claypool Hill, Virginia.
And yesterday, Eddie walked starting late afternoon all the way until 11 o'clock at night. Total distance yesterday?
16.3, I believe.
That's a
Not
pretty
bad.
significant first day. And he's doing 23 today. Hopefully he gets here, or hopefully he gets into Tennessee by what? The end of the show Wednesday? That's the goal?
That's
Okay.
my goal. I want to. I mean, we got to be on air right when I finish.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
can
that
you
means I
imagine he
got to
finishes
leave like
at
at
3 p.m. on a Wednesday?
Yeah. We'd be like, why?
we
do
put it up as a TikTok. Like, who cares? Yes. So get to walk in. We'll check in with you a little bit. All right.
All right, man.
All right. There he is, Eddie. You can follow him at Producer Eddie on Instagram. You can watch him kind of stream it at BobbyBones.com. He just goes into areas without very good cell, so it's hard for him to sometimes stream it. But BobbyBones.com to watch the stream, or you can follow him at Producer Eddie. All right, Dirk Bentley gone. Bobby Bones Show. Thank you guys. Call us if you want. Love to talk to you. 877-77-BOBBY. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Couple's wedding shower.
Couple shower. You can eliminate the
But what
wedding
about
'cause-
baby? Because it's not a baby shower.
Okay, true. But okay. I guess we know y'all aren't having a baby, but
Yeah.
maybe if others don't know you're getting married.
We had a couple shower. We'll talk about that. And then we're going to try to get to the dumb debate of the day, which is, do you eat food while going to the bathroom? Because someone on the show does that.
Okay.
And this person is fighting for it.
All right.
This person thinks you should be able to do it without any judgment whatsoever.
Okay.
So all three of those, hopefully, coming up next. by the way, I didn't know people did couple showers, but we had a couple shower. Caitlin had one back in Oklahoma that was her, and so we had one here that was both of us. And so because of that, they came into town. And I've said on the show before, like, the future in-laws are not what I expected, in that growing up watching TV or movies, people are always annoyed with their in-laws. Like, I actually look forward to Caitlin's parents coming and staying with us because we have a good time, which is not what I expected. Now, Lunchbox, I know you have a bit of issue with your in-laws sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's early in your relationship.
That's what I was going to ask.
Absolutely.
Did you really like hanging out with her parents before you got married?
Yeah. I mean, they were cool. Everything was cool and calm. And once you get married, then things change. The dynamics change. They start getting, we need more time. They get a little greedy and needy. And, you're not doing things right. And, why don't you do this? So when you get married, the dynamics change because you can't go anywhere. You're trapped. They can show their true colors.
So you're telling me I'm getting the honeymoon phase right
yes.
now?
They're
I'll take it.
Yeah,
they're
representing themselves well right now.
I'll take it because we had a great time. They came in. We had a little party, and we didn't have to open gifts, which is great because I don't like having to sit there and open gifts in front of everybody, especially gifts you already know you're getting, which I was confused by. Because Caitlin's like, hey, people will bring us gifts. And I was like, great. And she was like, it's stuff we've signed up for our registry.
Well, yeah, because it's for your wedding.
But I know what we asked for. But we're still going to open it and be like, look what we got. Because you even know what we had,
Yeah.
So I'm super thankful we didn't have to open gifts. We just had a great night, like 3 hours, hung out, talked. We ended up watching some of the College World Series, which is still tough for me. But then we watched basketball, just hung out, ate food. It was great. We had a great time. And so I'm very happy that they came in for the weekend. Weather was good. Like, I sound like an old man now. I'm like, we had
food. And then you
we had
golfed
good
with her
weather.
dad, like one-on-one, or?
Yeah, not one-on-one, but we the four of us played yesterday. But it was like 100 degrees out there too. But it was fun. I had a great time. I didn't know that I'm on borrowed time with the good times.
Oh, yeah, just get ready. You'll start coming in here going, man, her parents are coming to town again. Great. They're here every weekend. Oh, my gosh. Like, they won't ever leave.
Well, they live a little too far for every weekend.
You think they live far enough away, but no, they still just show up. Hey, we're here for 2 weeks. 2 weeks? No. Get out of here.
Your in-laws have come for 2 weeks before?
Oh, yeah. They just drop on in. Dad can work from anywhere.
Her dad can work from anywhere?
Yes, he can work remotely. And so it's like, all right. I mean, he has stuff. No. He can stay here, and his office will ship him materials to my house.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, that's a lot of fun.
But you have kids, so that's probably super helpful. Like, I would love that.
He's working. He ain't taking care of the kids. Yeah, he says, "Ooh, hi," and then when it's time for bath and stuff, here, you can have them back. Like, that's what they're supposed to do. They wake up in the middle of the night. When Grandma and Grandpa are here, I thought they would get up with them. No, that's still the parents' responsibility.
Well, I was feeling pretty good about this weekend until I got taken back to earth here.
Man.
But you felt the same way about, like, as I did?
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Because they never came for weeks at a time before.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I had a good weekend. Lunchbox has robbed a little bit of that, but I had a good weekend. Eddie is walking West Virginia to Tennessee right now. Eddie?
What up, Bones?
Were you hearing that conversation?
I did. It's hilarious.
Thank you, buddy.
Lunchbox is right to a certain extent. All families are different, obviously, but he's right. There is a honeymoon phase.
Well, I'm not going to look at the honeymoon phase and enjoy it less because I'm being told it's a honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Well, if it gives you any hope, like, I've always had a great relationship with my in-laws from pre-marriage to even now. So I guess there is hope for you.
Eddie still loves his.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Cool.
And he's ending it there.
Well, you want me to talk more about it? I love them. They're great. I do. They never stay for more than a week, though. Thank goodness.
A week,
Thank goodness. Like, why do y'all have to throw in little jabs like that?
Because you do have, like, a structure in your life, and when people come in, that structure's gone. You're like, all right, time to move out, guys. Let's go.
Eddie was not able to come to the couple shower because he was driving over to West Virginia to walk to Tennessee. But the only two people I really didn't talk to at the couple shower were Mike and Amy. And at the end, Amy was like, hey, you didn't talk to me. And I was like, I see you every day. And it feels like you have to go around and talk to everybody because they came for you. Because I don't talk to Mike either.
Yeah.
Well, Mike doesn't talk that much in general, but I didn't say anything and really not, I mean, almost none to Ray either. And that wasn't anything personal.
No, that's just how a party is. Usually you bounce around however you vibe. That's just how it happens. I never went and talked to a specific person. You don't need to do that either.
Well, it was too. I see you guys every day, and there are people there that I don't see that often. And so now I'm starting to think about the wedding, and I'm like, that's all I'm going to be doing all night. Just feeling like I have to go talk to everybody.
Well, you can
Except for
also
the people that I already see all the time, and I can ignore them and be like, wait, I see you all the time.
You can also just take it in with Caitlin. Like, I'm sure, but yeah, your wedding is going to be very different.
Okay.
I mean, that shower was like 15 people. So your wedding's like how many?
A lot more than 15.
Yeah.
Eddie, where are you at right now, buddy?
I'm exactly 2 miles down the road.
21 more miles to go today.
Let's go, baby. And an officer, actually I've seen like 4 cops, but one officer pulled over, rolled his window down and said, hey, I just want to let you know we're on your side. You can do this.
Oh, I love that.
You can watch Eddie walk, which I don't know if there's anything more boring than just watching somebody walk, but you can check in with Eddie. That's what it's about. Check in with Eddie. Go to bobbybones.com because he's streaming while he can, but at times he loses cell. And so then we just upload the stream, right?
Yep. Every updated live stream that he does will be on the website.
bobbybones.com as he is walking. Eddie, I see people are still donating money to your cause.
Yes, they're still going. I haven't seen the number lately, but I got a text message from the National Angels telling me that donations were still coming in, so that's amazing.
Morgan, where is that link? Do we have that link?
Oh, yeah. That's up on the website, too. It's in all of the same area, same blog. It's all up there at bobbybones.com.
Okay, you guys go check that out. Eddie, keep walking, buddy.
All right, man. I miss you guys.
You've been gone a day.
Miss you too.
All right, Better Together from Luke Combs, Bobby Bones Show. Call us if you want. We'd love to take your call. 57, Bobby, and the germiest places in the airport because people are now starting to fly a little more.
Like a lot of people.
So we will talk about that. And we have to get to the segment about someone who wants to eat while they use the bathroom. You can probably guess who that is.
Yeah, I have about one guess.
We'll talk about if that's acceptable coming up next. All right, so Lunchbox tossed a dumb debate of the day, and he said, do you eat food while going to the bathroom? And we're all supposed to debate this.
I don't know what the debate is.
Me either, but speak your piece, Lunchbox.
No, the debate is, can you eat food while you go to the bathroom? Because I take food into the bathroom with me, and my wife tells me that is gross and disgusting, and that no one eats in the bathroom. And it's not like I'm taking a plate with a fork and knife and setting it on my lap. It has to be handheld food.
Oh, even
like
better.
So like a bar, a sandwich, something like that, cookies, whatever it is, it has to be held in your hand. You don't bring a plate and you just eat it while you're going to the bathroom. And I think it's killing two birds with one stone. You're hungry and nature is calling.
Well, you're kind of being back to equal.
No,
Yes.
This conversation is disgusting.
It is disgusting, and the answer is no.
No.
I don't even take stuff to drink in there. Even if it's I go into the bathroom, there's no food or drink allowed in. So, dumb debate of the day
And are
is-
you hungry then?
Yeah,
Like,
why must you eat right
Right,
then?
you could wait.
You're hungry. Oh, let's say I get back from a run and I need to eat something, but at the same time, I
Okay.
have to go.
Will you hit them both?
Hit them both.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. I hit them both. Grab a bar, grab a cup of water.
No, I'm saying both bathrooms.
Mm.
1 and
Oh.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You sit down.
No, come on.
Okay, we're
Okay,
good.
let's debate.
Okay.
Will you eat while you go to the bathroom, Amy?
No.
Raymundo?
Eat no, drink yes.
What are y'all psychotic? Like, what is this? Are y'all what? I've never heard of this.
Morgan?
No, I will not do drinking or eating or anything while on the toilet. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't take anything in with me.
No.
Food, drink, not allowed.
Who
It's
do we work
basically
with?
the skating rink, the floor. No food or drink.
Mm.
When you're in the bathroom, on the toilet, don't take anything that you're going to eat. Eddie, who's out walking right now, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Funny debate. I've done it for sure.
But why?
I don't know, but you know what? As soon as I do it, I'm like, ooh, that's not cool. I shouldn't do that again.
But then you do it again later when you forget that you shouldn't do it again?
Of course, yes.
So your answer is no or sometimes?
No, the answer is no. It's disgusting. Don't do it.
Okay, there we have it. We have 4 no's, 1 drink, and 1 yes.
To food.
4 no's, 1 only drink, and then 1 you can do everything.
Food and drink.
But would you, if you had a plate of food and you really had to go,
Yeah.
would you take a fork?
I
and knife?
would.
Okay.
If I had to.
No.
If it came to that, yes. You can't starve yourself.
No, but you can wait 5 minutes until you come out the other side.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I don't know what you guys are doing in there only for 5 minutes, but
But do you need to plan your meals around that?
sometimes.
That's disgusting.
Yes, I'm like sick to my
Yes,
stomach.
that's disgusting. Gabby Barrett, the good ones, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you guys. Let us know what you think on our Facebook page. Search Bobby Bone Show. Like it. We'll put it up.